Oh, what's up, bros? Today we're gonna talk about the Cali Lean. No, but for real, guys, Fuller here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. You guys asked for it in the comment section, so we're bringing you another episode of From the Inbox where we're gonna talk a little bit about Cali Lean, where it came from, and what the heck is it. So not only is it called Cali Lean, you can also hear people call it the Carolina Squat, or just squatting, or the Bulldog look. So we'll kind of jump into the history of the Cali Lean. So what is Cali Lean? So a lot of you may have heard of it but not know exactly what it is, and essentially it's pretty simple. It's when the front of the vehicle is higher than the rear of the vehicle. So people achieve this in different ways. Most commonly people are installing just the front half of a lift kit and leaving the back out, but if they're going for an extreme look, they might take the rear blocks out or even install a lowering kit in the rear to really make that back end drop. So as the name implies, the Cali Lean originated in California, specifically SoCal. And why it happened there is because everybody was big into the Baja trucks and the pre-runner trucks a couple years back. And so as people started buying more and more trucks when the economy was good and they were more affordable and gas prices weren't so expensive, a lot of people were picking up those trucks and wanted to replicate that Baja or pre-runner style. So in doing so, they would install, like I mentioned before, just the front part of the lift kit and leave out the back. However, the Baja trucks and the pre-runner trucks are specifically designed with long travel or mid-travel suspension, which allows them to eat up bumps at high rates of speed, whereas if you're putting in just a spacer lift or even a strut replacement lift in the front, they're not really designed for that off-road use. It's more of just a style. So those long travel kits, not only are they good for going over bumps at a high rate of speed, but the reason why the front of the truck is higher than the rear is so that when they're taking these things off jumps and they're getting these trucks airborne, not only does it keep the center of gravity lower because the rear of the truck is lower, but when they're in the air, they have a better chance of landing with the rear tires touching first, which prevents the truck from nosediving and therefore resulting in a crash. If you can keep the truck level, as in the front wheels and the rear wheels landing at the same time, although the body is angled, your tires and your suspension is all going to land at the same time, which creates a softer landing and keeps you in better control of the vehicle. So it used to be common in all the off-roaders, but as more and more people are buying trucks, like I said, now you get the Cali bros coming in, and these guys are just walking around with their hats backwards driving down the street. And the reason why they have their hat backwards is because you can't see out of the windshield if they got the brim in the front because you're sitting at such a high angle. So if you have a truck that has Cali Lean and you put a picture on the internet, I guarantee somebody on Instagram has commented on it and gone, "Oh, he could only afford half a lift kit." Well, achieving Cali Lean doesn't really save you that much money, because if you do it right and you're putting in a long travel suspension, that's gonna actually cost you a lot more than what it would if you have a standard lift kit. But if you don't wanna spend the money and put in a long travel kit, you can also do it with a standard lift kit as well. Not saying that I recommend it, but it can be done. So it doesn't cost you half the price, unfortunately, because a lot of the engineering and the components that go into assembling a complete lift kit, most of that is directed towards the front, because that's where all the suspension geometry is really important, and that's where the most material goes, because in the rear it's typically just blocks. So in doing so, you don't save a lot of money. Like I mentioned, it's only probably about $250 on average per kit. It all depends what you want, because you can still upgrade the shocks and whatnot for the rear as well. I know a couple people that have bought kits from us that have wanted that Cali Lean look have selected a 6-inch lift kit for the front and then ordered like a 4-inch lift for the rear, or what would be equivalent to a 4-inch, so that they have about that 2-inch difference. Now there's people that go really extreme and they might put a 10-inch lift in the front and nothing in the back, so they have an extreme angle. No reason for that really, other than that's just the style they want. If you're going for that Bulldog look, that Baja or pre-runner style, you're only going to be about 1 to 2 inches different, and that can be easily achieved by even just putting a leveling kit in the front and removing your factory blocks in the rear, and that'll get you that little bit of a California Lean or a Carolina Squat or a Bulldog look. There's tons of different names for it. As far as which companies will piece together a kit for you, not every lift company is going to do that. A lot of them just sell one complete kit. So if you want a 6-inch lift in the front and nothing in the back, you'll have to buy that full 6-inch kit, and then the other parts are basically just scrap, or you can try to sell them to your buddy. Now, there are companies that do offer it. I know BDS and Zone are one of them, but it's not something that you can just come out to our website and purchase the kit. You have to talk directly to one of our lift kit experts. Brad's typically the guy who's on the phones or doing emails with everybody to get them the exact what they want. So if you're interested in getting a kit for yourself that's going to give you some squat, you can shoot us an email at info@customoffsets.com, and that'll get directed over to Brad, and he can help you out. Otherwise, if you just want a standard lift kit, they're all available on the customoffsets.com website. There's a whole lift section where you can just plug in your year, make, model, and find everything that we offer for you. So in short, the Cali Lean is purely aesthetic, and there's no performance point to it at all, unless you're doing a real long travel suspension build, and that's going to naturally give you some squat in the rear as compared to the front. If you're just doing it with a standard spacer lift or even a strut replacement lift, it's just for looks. It's not going to get you anything other than, I don't know, you can try to pick up chicks at the mall with it, but my guess is you'll just find dudes that are like, ah, yeah. So as far as my personal opinion, I actually do like a little bit of Cali Lean, and you guys are probably gonna hate on me for that and drop the comments below. Go ahead, do it, I'm ready for it. But I'm not like an extreme Cali Lean guy. If you've got that 10-inch kit up front and nothing in the back, that's a little too much for me. You're gonna have a hard time seeing, your headlights are gonna be pointed up in the air, and it's just completely pointless. But I do really like that Baja and that pre-runner look. So if you're just up about 2 inches in the front and squatted a little bit in the rear, that's cool with me. If you do any towing though, you're probably not gonna wanna do any lean at all, because once you put that weight in the back of your truck or on your bumper, then your truck's really gonna be squatting, and you're gonna have a hard time towing and steering and all that. So we're kinda gonna go around the shop now and ask other people what they think about Cali Lean. What do you think about Cali Lean?
Don't do it.
You heard it from him. Next. Eric, come here, important question for you. Yeah, what do you think about Cali Lean?
Who?
Okay, here we go. What do you think about Cali Lean?
I love it.
Randy loves it. Randy, why do you love it?
It's different.
Nice, that's the first one. Hello, computer programmers. What do you guys think about the California Lean? He's never heard of it.
Should make a comeback.
It should make a comeback. Dun, dun, dun. Corey, what do you think about the chicken? Don't eat the microphone.
It's really good.
What do you think about the California Lean?
I like it too.
Do you know what it is?
It's like the truck out there. How the lift kit isn't done in the back, but it's done in the front. Yeah, I like it sometimes.
You heard it here first, kids.